Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening to me. You are through to the Diverse Learning Institute, Central Hamburg University, and Trigatane EV or NGO. We are based in Deutschland or Germany, in Hamburg, Elmshorn. We offer a series and a number of programs which you can find right on our website. But this special program is tailored to SiGA or SiGA, which simply means Study in Germany Affordably. With our trio of organizations that I've mentioned, we are built to uplifting the lives of many, especially in Africa. Through SiGA, we've rescued and we're still rescuing a lot of people that would love to go and study in expensive countries, advanced, of course. Germany could be expensive, but when we talk about education, we have what is called the free education system in Hamburg. Not free as per se. Your fees are subsidized by the German state, regardless of where you come from. Many years ago, it used to be Germany for Germans. Now it is Germany for the international world as well. Therefore, today, if you walked into any lecture theater at any university, north, south, west, east, central, you find a lot of international students from Africa, Asia, the Americas, and so on and so forth. But others, African learners, they have suffered a lot because of probably our colonial countries. For instance, most of the countries from the Sub-Sahara were colonized by the British. Hence, if we want to further study, we would focus on the US, the United Kingdom, Australia, the English-speaking bloc, which are so expensive. Even those that would love to study, those who are colonized by the French, as per se, studying in France, you still meet higher fees. But let alone, there's a country called Germany or Deutschland, which has come to offer through its more than 386 universities, subsidized by the German state, regardless of where you're coming from. All you need is to have the qualifications, to make the applications, to meet their demands, and you get a place. So now I'm here to run through all the processes that you should expect. Of course, you are able to communicate directly to any university or the DAAD, the Deutsche Academy Austausch Project. But the information that you're going to learn here shall never be given to you because they've got no time. They are busy people. But us, because of the rescue system we got it, to pay less than 1,000 to finish your bachelor, your master's, even your PhD for free in Deutschland. And if you're more luckier, you go on to what is called full and complete scholarship. You pay nothing. All you need is just to pick your suitcase and some books and continue your further studies. That's the educational system, free of charge. And I'm going to run through this point by point. I've got some slides with me, which I'm going to be referring to so that I do not skip any information. I'm going to get out of my video so that I allowing my slides. Take what I've got here. Okay, here are the slides. I'm going to start with the first slide. Okay, let's do this. Getting started. Study in Germany affordably. SiGA, step 1, application starts. Now, how do you start the application process? Of course, through our organization. You have to submit your, depending on what you're applying for, is it bachelor, master's, or PhD? We'd love to have a look at your present at hand transcripts. Is it O-level graduation you've got? A-level graduation you've got? Or is it bachelor you have to go for master's? Is it master's you have to go for PhD? all these qualifications, they go through specific and different channels. Now, in this case here, I've got some school leavers. One school leaver has got the O levels, another school leaver has got the A levels. So the application process is interrelated. If you are applying with the A level graduation or transcript or certificate, it guarantees you to go directly into the mainstream of your study. If you want to study computer science, business administration, and so on, it won't take you long. Therefore, if that program lasts for 3 years, you're going to study it within 3 years. But if you're an applicant with O levels, you're going to be delayed for 1 year because you have to do what is called, for an equivalent of A levels, the student colleague. I'm going to mention that later on. So step one, application starts. You send us your documents to the email address, which you are going to see at the end of the slides. Next step is the next slide. Slide. Your certificates assessed. So now, what do I mean by assessing your certificates? 1 second, please. Mute your microphone. Mute your microphone. Okay, sorry about that. I've just muted you all, and later on, I'm going to unmute you when it comes to questions. So, assessing your certificates. What do we mean by assessment? It's not just a question of having grades, whether it's at school levels or at bachelor or masters, to take you to another level. Germany is a serious country which aligns what you want to study further to what you hold. For instance, if they see that you are strong in the humanity, social subjects at any level, there's nowhere they are going to accept you to study, for instance, engineering or science courses, because they're not interrelated. Like I've said, other countries are going to say it's all right, but not with Germany. They fear that you may fall out along the way, and it becomes expensive to both you and the state, which subsidizes your studies. Therefore, if you'd love to study a business course, humanities, for instance, you've got to have the aligned or subjects accordingly. If you want to go into the engineering and so on, medicine, you have to have the aligned courses accordingly. So we assess that at the first point. We do not just let you, okay, to say we're going to tell you at the later stage whether you qualify. No, from the onset, when we check your alignment of your subjects, okay, and the depth of your qualification, we either say yes or no, depending on what I have said. So this is very, very important. And we even help you, okay, because sometimes people just do apply by virtue of having looked at, okay, maybe my father is a lawyer, I want to become a lawyer, okay, my father is a medical doctor, I want to become a medical doctor too, without considering what alignments you have or the modules, dictations. That's very important. So this is what we mean by assessing your documents and certificates that we've got at hand for us to know whether you automatically qualify or not. I'm going to go to the next slide. Step 3, German language. A must. Now, we figured out to say you qualify to study in Germany, okay, because of the documents that are correct that you have. And of course, you coming from an English-speaking country. You did all your previous studies in your country, instructed in English. And I'm coming, that's you now, to Germany to study my program, which is English taught. So why do I need German language? And here we say it is a must. One, being in Deutschland for studies does not mean that throughout your life or that particular day, you're just going to be glued to the lecture theater. No. There is life outside the lecture theater. You've got to go shopping. You've got to go to certain offices. You've got to mingle. You've got to integrate. Besides, almost all the study programs in Deutschland, whether at bachelor, master's, or PhD, at some point, you are sent to do your internship at some company in Deutschland or in Germany. Here you are from Zambia, Zimbabwe, England, the US, and so on, Kenya, with a strong English background, and your notes in German, this is what we call your points. Your points in university are always great. But the time you go for your internship, you're gonna have some problem. Though they understand English, Germans have got a tendency of saying a little bit. I speak English a little bit. By the way, the instructions at a company are in German language. Even when your boss, while you're doing your internship, understands English language, that affects the performance. That's why we tell our students to say, look, we kill two birds with one stone. You are learning your bachelor, your master's, your PhD, English taught as per se. Please pick up your tools, start from the onset, even before you jump into Deutschland. We've got programs online. Start beefing up yourself so that by the time you are going for your internship, or by the time you're going, you graduate in Deutschland, you've gone higher in terms of studies where German language is concerned. You want to go back home to work, okay? Or you're going to say, no, let me work some 2 years in Germany so that I can gather some experience, I can get some more money in terms of salaries. I'm a graduate. At that company, they are going to be comfortable to hire somebody, even who speaks both languages, English and German language. We've got experiences of young men and women who went through this system. Today, they're doing hyper great because of just dual language. Germany is going so much into English. That's why even every university teaches programs as well in English language. So we don't have to wait. We've got cases here in Germany, people who come to our office. I come from India, India, they are so much into IT and stuff. I've got a big job with this company, but they need some German language. Where did you do your studies? I did my studies, of course, in Deutschland here, my bachelor's and my master's. Now look at that. If you put together master's and bachelor's, this person spent almost 5 years, but never went through the German language process. And he comes back to us to suffer. Why do I call it suffering? He's knocking off from work at 17 hours. The company says, please enroll on a German language program. It's too much. 17 hours from work. You go home, you eat quickly, you drive to a language school, starting 19 hours to 21 hours. You're getting back home midnight. We don't want to have our clients to go through such a thing. So from the onset, 2 birds killed by 1 stone. Start studies, and at the same time, pursuing German language. It is for you. It's not for us. We know how people that haven't gone through such have suffered. So German language is a must. You need it. It's for you. I'm going to go to the next slide. Fourth slide. Okay, let's go. Study admission letter. Now, step 4, the admission letter. Remember, we have assessed you, we have checked your grades, and we have said, okay, you qualify. Then we submit your documents to the university. Okay, the university is going to send us a simple email to say, perfect, he or she is ready to study with us, either at a PhD, bachelor, or master's. Okay, what comes is what is called a provisional admission letter. Okay, which they quickly write to say through, it could be through an email or through an attachment on headed paper. Provision, admission, another admission letter is going to come through. So when we get this provision admission letter or through email, we forward it to you as it were. Okay, we forward it to you, and you are advised as well by the university directly or through us to open your folder or a file with that university, where now the same documents you sent us, which we presented beforehand, you start now putting them onto your file through a portal, which is called university portal, depending if it's Hamburg University portal, bachelor portal, master's portal, PhD portal, research, for those that are coming for research. So it's awesome. So that's the step. And that admission letter comes not as original. Okay, I have to emphasize, it comes as a copy per email. If it's email, we just forward it to you. If it's an attachment, we send it to you, we forward it per email. Though at the end of the day, when now all your documents are complete, or the requirements are complete, that's what your embassy requires wherever you are. They would say, okay, finally, since you've got all the documents, tell your institute or consultant in Germany or your universities to send originals, stamped and signed. So at the end of the day, we collect these documents and we post them to you according to your address as originals, now with a finished file to be submitted at the Germany embassy. Otherwise, if there are no originals, though they know that this is our university in Deutschland or in Germany, they won't give you the visa unless endorsement of the originals, which afterwards as well, when they pick all those things, they call the university, or they write there, that university, are you expecting such a person with this student number, admission? Yes, yes. And all the processes start running smoothly. And I'm so happy, by the way, just to announce this as bypass. I think I shared this information to all of you. Just after 2 days ago, you asked me, those that are in Zambia and Zimbabwe, because of the third wave of Corona, what's going to happen and everything. So I said, no, that's not a problem. Things are okay. And we received the message. So Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa as well, despite that South Africa is so hard with Corona, borders are opened for further studies and any other business here. So that's a great one. Number 5, study in Germany Affordably-SiGA, step 5, 10,300 plus per year. Now, I'm going to study in Germany, and I've seen the links that, oh, the universities, they charge so little or nothing. In fact, it's not even tuition fee, but what is called student administration fee, which could be 100 to 500 euros for my card. to travel all over that city and the nearby cities in Germany. Subsidized education, tuition free. Then comes this figure, 10,300. In fact, it is 861 euros times 12 months. I think you're getting something like, my mathematics is gone from my head, 10,326 euros. Okay. For 12 months as bank blocked account. And the embassy is going to ask you about this. Okay. Everything okay, everything okay, everything okay. But what about you haven't seen a certificate from your bank? Which bank? Any recognized bank in Germany for BBA, bank blocked account. What is it for? This is a fee where they say when you land here, because one, you're just landing today, okay? And you cannot automatically or immediately, though you are allowed as a student to work, to get a student job. So you need to have something to survive on. And they have calculated that as a student, you need 861, though that's too much, okay? Though that's too much, according to normal calculations. You need 861 euros every month, which you should be extracting or withdrawing from your bank account, which is based in Germany. No, my father is a businessman here in Zambia, in Kenya, in South Africa. I can bring the bank statements. He will be sending me money every month. The German embassy is going to say, no, it used to be like that a long time ago. But we changed the system because people abused. They would present the bank statements of their parents. Yes, first 3 months, everything okay. Fourth month, the student is in Germany going to the social welfare to say, my father's business has crumbled. He got no money. And the German government would come in as always to start helping. It became a trend. Then I said, no, we've got to change the system. Open the BBA while you are in your country. Okay? Then show us that your money, while you come into the embassy, your money is already in the bank. And this is my certificate. This is BBA. Whether you're doing bachelor's, master's, or PhD. So they would calculate if you're coming for PhD, maybe for let's say 3 years, they will calculate. Of course, they won't slap it to say, no, you've got to pay 10,300 plus times 3 years. No, it's per year and per year. But still, for those that manage this kind of a figure, how we help them is that, okay, you want to bring that money? Okay, put it in. But since you are able to speak some German language, which we have taught you already while in your country before you came here, you've got some A1 level qualification or A2 level German language, you are able to work in a restaurant, in a pizza place, in a bakery, or in anywhere. So do you not worry. These 10,300 that you've got, okay, immediately it's finishing, the year is finishing. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs eyes are on you. You're going to receive a letter. 12 months is elapsed, and we believe your money is gone because it's calculated. Now, before that, you could have gotten a student's job. All you do is not to go and show the BBA account. No, you only carry what is called a vertrag. Vertrag is a contract from that bakery or any other place of work. And you say, no, I've got a work, I've got a job. Then they extend your stay in Germany while you study. So that's how it goes. So how long does it take to open this bank account? Yes, if you go with Deutsche Bank or Commerce Bank, it is going to take you about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 1 month, quite long. But there is another bank called Expatria Bank based in Berlin, which we recommend. And even
Some German embassies recommend that. It takes only 5 working days, and you've got your documents and your card for the bank. So that's all about the BBA, how you can use it and how you can come out of it. So if your study program is 3 years, the second year, you don't even talk about the BBA. So that's you've got a student job. But if you're coming from a sound family, why not? They're going to send you another 10,300 plus, and so on and so forth. And this money, I want to say something. When you pay this one, they have calculated for your student accommodation, which is there, which can be between 200, 250, 300, depending on which city you are studying in. Is it an expensive city or not that expensive? Okay. Accommodation is inside, health insurance is inside, what do we call it, food stuff and upkeep, if anything, okay, a student has to live on is in this fee. And guess what? Before I forget, when you put this in your account, then you check around to say, wow, there's a car going for 2,000 euros. It's very possible in Germany here. I'm going to go to the bank and withdraw 2,000 euros and buy this car to be taking me to university. Your bank, your card is going to, what is going, is going to be rejected. Too much is going to ride. You are asking for too much money. I want to take 1,500, you are asking for too much money. 1,000, too much money, because it's already programmed. You can only withdraw from your bank, though it's your money. That's why it's called blocked. Bank blocked account. You can only take a maximum of 861 euros. That's it. No negotiations, whether through automat or through the bank window or the teller, we call it. So that's why it's called blocked. Hence, when you withdraw your 861, please do not party, do not be so extravagant in expenses. It finishes within 2 weeks, you've got to suffer the next 2 weeks until another month comes. That's when you can access it. Hence, BBA. Okay, that was the BBA. University fees, state subsidized, 100 euros to 500 euros per month. And this is not tuition fee. It's called administrative fee. It varies according to the states. Germany, as you know, is a federal state, 16 states. Some states, you can even pay as little as 90 euros per semester of 6 months. Others, in fact, I've never even seen 500. Okay, such a case I've seen maybe 350, which is quite manageable. Same degree program in Deutschland, in the US, Canada, mention it. The other student is suffering, paying 10,000 pounds or $15,000 per semester. You are only producing 100 euros to 500 per semester. And the same degree, they're even asking you, where would you love to do your internship? Within Germany, or you want to go to Spain, you want to go to the US, you want to go to Canada, Japan, and stuff. Amazing. So this is what you pattern. They are also privately owned universities that have got nothing to do now with the state. These are going to charge probably 1,000, in fact, it's supposed to be 1,000 somewhere there, to about 10,000 as well, euros. But let alone as well, despite that these are private, German governments, that's why we've come to fall in love with this country, is that even being private, you apply to this university, the government of Germany is still able, upon evaluating your documents, is still able to subsidize your fees. and you study for free, despite there's a level of 10,000 per semester. Its social welfare is just too strong with Deutschland here. That's why we've openly said Deutschland, according to CHU, DLI-CHU Germany, a greatest partner for African development in so many areas because of the experiences that we have seen. Germany is not a country only for the elite. When you hear somebody's going to Canada for studies, to England, just know it's either parents with big businesses or managing directors or big managers with incentives to sponsor by the company. But we have seen, even through our own organization, people that we have put from the villages who never even knew they would have that link to the capital city of their country. We have seen this. Who never knew Nairobi, who never knew Lusaka, who never knew Accra. From the village to Germany, this is the beauty about this country. I take the next slide. Should be slide 7. Degree language, 100% English or 100% German, or mixed, 50-50, or 80-20, and so on. Some can even study in German language, then they do their thesis at the end of the day in English, or the other way around. So take your pick. Entry levels and duration. O level, if you enter with O levels, of course, Germany's system accepts advanced levels or what is called university foundation. So O levels, some universities are going to accept you as you were. Of course, your subjects have to be aligned, like I said earlier on, to what you want to pursue. But they will say, much as you intelligent, you can study, for instance, at Hamburg University. We can put you through into the lecture room with your O levels. We are going to nurture you through what is called the student colleague, which lasts for 12 months or 1 year, with a combination of the tailored subjects. Okay? If you want to do medicine, definitely biology, physics has to be there, plus this and that. If you want to do masters, you want to do mechanical engineering, mathematics is going to be there, physics, plus any other subjects according to the definition of the student colleague subjects. Normally, they are about 4 to 5. Some can even be like 6, but they'll tell you we only want, at the end of the day, you to pass the main electives. Okay, it could be 3 or there could be 4, depending on that university. So this student colleague, normally in the state-run or sponsored or subsidized universities, the student colleague is taught in German language. Hence, you have to pursue up to B2, not up to, at least B2 language level. C1, you are okay. C2, you are profi there. Then you pick, they don't just say, okay, you want to do this student colleague. No, you have to show a certificate that you have done German, you've got proficiency. Otherwise, you're going to suffer yourself and they protect you beforehand. So duration, expect your degree to be lengthy. Your bachelor degree, for instance, runs for 3 years. You're going to add 1 year for your student colleague. Let me even say at least 6 months for your language, plus 1 year student colleague.
or A levels. When you come with the A levels, okay, well and good. With A levels, you don't need to go through student colleague. Through assessment, they check, it's all right. Okay, you're gonna go straight into the faculty you want to pursue. In place of A levels as well, which is less known by many out there. If you do not have the A levels, or if you got only the O levels, but in your country, you had joined a university and studied there for 2 semesters or for 1 year, and you've got a transcript, you are also exempted from the student colleague. That's the beauty about it. Okay, so they say, okay, well and good. Student colleague is going to take you time, language, and this and that. But have you done any studies at your university in Zambia, in Zimbabwe, in Kenya, or anywhere? Okay, great. Then present those scripts. And then you get accepted as well. You do your bachelor just within 3 years, if it's a 3-year program. That's it. Bachelor's duration, yes, normally it's 3 years. Engineering programs, 3.5 years. Very few would be 4 years. Medical, there'd be as usual 6 years plus. Master's duration, minimum 1.5, normally 4 semesters, which is about 2 years. 1.5, I mean 1.5 years. And second last slide. Why choose Germany? Student jobs and easy internships, very affordable and recognized. Intercountry placements, like I mentioned. Okay, you want to go and do a placement somewhere, internship, you just choose your country, France, and this with, of course, reasons. If you want to go and do your internship in Canada, there should be a reason why. You just don't do blindly. Of course, they advise you. Okay, they ask you why you want to go to this country. Okay, you are studying this, better you go to this country. But if you say, no, I just want to do that, no forcing matters. Democracy avails all the time. High-tech universities, high job markets for students. The way we place students for work here is just like amazing. We just ask you, what kind of job would you love to do as a student? To earn some cash in your hands. Oh, I love McDonald's. I want to work in McDonald's. All right, thank you. We get your name. We surrender them to what is called the Agentur für Arbeit. That's meaning in English, I would say it's a government wing. Agency for work. Yes, Agentur für Arbeit, agency for work. And you get a number. Okay, your number is number 20, for instance. They are calling you, go to this station, McDonald's, you're showing that number. Oh, okay, we know your name already. Let's go. And you start picking it up from there. The European leader. So, like they say, studying in Deutschland, you're just open anywhere. Not only open anyone to go and work, to go and visit companies in any other country. You are respected. You are respected. People that work in the US, they say when we see applicants from all over the world and we see a badge, Germany, quickly we take that application and we put it on the side. We know what Germans can do, how serious they are. Full security, like I mentioned, I've traveled massively. I've never seen a country that is so secure like Deutschland. You can move in the night, 01, 02, 04. If police is stopping, they're even stopping, maybe if you are walking on a street, which seems like, there are no buses, no trains. Are you okay? Can we give you a lift? They'll even drive you to your home. So such is a country. And continued guidance by DLI and TEL. What we do is when we bring you here, we don't just say, welcome, thank you so much, and we wish you the very best. Go to our YouTube. you're going to find testimonies. People, we take you like our children, because what we know is being in a foreign language, there's much, you could be that mature, but as long as you are new, we take you like a baby in knowledge. Okay, you have to know integration. Stuff in Germany, we teach you integrations, we guide you how to run around your life inside class, outside class, in application for jobs, how to behave at jobs. Every country has got its own norms. You remember when you are in Rome, do what the Romans do. So we know what the Germans do for them to like you, for them to depend on you, for them to believe in your services. From the onset, Germany is not like the US, Canada, France, where things are lighter. Here, there's what we call the first cut is the deepest. You are arriving, it could be at an interview or just a small talk with your professor, departmental professor. The way you come out, the way you talk and stuff is going to cling something in that professor's head. And Germans can be like this. I have to say it. They mainly believe in the first cut is the deepest. When you please them from the onset, even when you, along the way you're making mistakes, they'll believe in you. They'll pull you back. But when you fumble from the onset, it gives them a lot of question marks. So don't worry, we train you all about that. So throughout, at least 1 year, we guide you. We are with you. Is everything okay? How is, if you're studying in Munich, how is Munich? Not only those who are coming to study, those who are coming to work, those who are coming to for exchange programs, that we have a tailored program with them. They come like this on Zoom, we discuss that stuff. Sooner or later, you'll be seeing some of them. I won't even be there to say, okay, prospective students, listen to your colleagues, ask them any questions, their lifestyle in Germany, how they manage and how are they living, how are they managing. So this is how we do it, so that at the end of the day, when you're graduating, I tell you, people that we have produced, I'm not just bragging, they are asked, have you lived longer here in Germany when they are getting the jobs? No, because of the training. We know the thinking capacity, not the thinking capacity, the thinking lines of the Germans. So we quickly beforehand deliver it to you so that you don't make that mistake in the near future. Hence, continued guidance by DLI and TEV. TEV means Twikatane NGO. And the last piece, contacts the Learning Institute and Twikatane FR or EV, Hamburg, Germany. Contact Berlin-Straße or Street, number 3, Hamburg, Beethovenstraße, number 24, and so on and so on. That's the contact. You are free to pick a call and call. The secretary is going to pick and attend to you. And you can always visit our websites. We are 3 in 1. The Learning Institute, Twikatane, and CHU or CHUNI. I end my presentation with the slides here. So now what I'm going to do is I will, where do I do it? Once again, I'm going to open the floor so that we can pick some questions. These are the slides we've done. Okay. Sure. Now you are free to ask any questions. Oh, sorry, I muted you. Okay. Is it Helen who is coming through? Helen? Okay. Okay, now you can click on. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. So like with me, where my qualification, one thing fell short, so I would require the preparatory course. would I then do the language through DLI and then go to the preparatory course after that?
Perfect. 100%. 100%. Because you in Osaka, you in Zambia, is it? Right?
Yes.
Perfect. So we're going to start with you. Okay. From the Zambian side, we're going to run with you up to A2 level, so that when you come in here at your university now, you'll be able to take you from B1 level. Okay. And depending on your A2 performance, if you perform with good grades, it happens. We've seen that not only from our organization, even other clever students. They take you, teaching you the B1, and you are learning some modules according to the student colleague. So performance at A2 is very, very important and very cardinal. And while in Zambia, we're going to give you the exam, 2 exams. The first exam at German language is going to be by DLI. Then the second one is going to be, because it's getting closer to your university, it's going to be by the University Service of Germany. Okay, so that one hit it hard, and when we show it to your university, they easily push you through the student colleague. Okay, passing with good grades, which I know you're gonna do that. Sure.
Thank you.
Do you have a preference city to study in Germany? Helen? Sorry again. What about that? That's the problem is locking. Okay, now.
Not a particular preference city, but anywhere where it would be possible for me to do an engineering course in mainly English for the degree.
Pretty good. And I have to mention this. Thank you. I love that answer. And I have to say this to everybody here. Normally, there are common cities, or what is it called in English? Popular cities. Yeah, Hamburg, Berlin. Of course, Berliners, people live in Berlin are called Berliners. They want to live in Hamburg. People in Germany, Munich, for instance, Munich is the richest block, but people want to live in Hamburg. Even applicants outside, they know about this. I want to apply in Hamburg. So we guide you to say, look, just your course, maybe Hamburg is receiving 50,000 applicants across the whole globe, the world. So what we do is this. Much as we know that you love Hamburg, we're going to say, for the sake of this kind of, you get upon queuing up and stuff, we're going to give you another university. Remember, every university is quite important. Maybe we give you Hanover, which is not even for 1 hour from Hamburg, okay, with a train, I think 45 minutes or 40 minutes, or Lüneburg or any other city, where the queue, the applicants aren't so much. Maybe your course, you are only 200 or 500 because other people across the globe, they don't know about Lüneburg. But when you are in Deutschland, that's the beauty about Germany. When you are in Germany, it's up to you to continue at that university, or you want to transfer to another. There's too much democracy here. Okay, they'll just ask you by your professor, oh, I like you so much, performing well. Why you want to move from my class to go to Hamburg? Because of ABCD, maybe, okay, I want to work in this company and it's closer to Hamburg University. Transfers are not a problem, okay? So for us, bear with us when we say you love Frankfurt. Frankfurt, that's the New York of Germany, the Wall Street is called, you know, banks and everything. You want to study there? Everybody wants to go there. Come, we take you to another city. We are not saying you don't qualify, you qualify. So we send to Frankfurt University, we send to another university. So first priority is Frankfurt, for instance. We send you to Frankfurt and other lesser cities. If Frankfurt is delaying, the other cities already have captured you. And we say in Frankfurt, no, she or he's gonna go to Lüneburg, okay? Or in this other city, with the mindset that when you come, you get down to Frankfurt because of what you precise. You want to be at the, such banks. So that's what we do. Sure. Any other questions?
No other questions.
Oh, pretty good. Thank you for the question. Do you have some questions, Mr. Joshua? Mr. Joshua? Mr. Joshua? Mr. Peter? Kazira? Do you have some questions? Sorry, sir. Ah, no. Okay, I don't know. Let me do that. 1 second. Let me do something here. Oops. And it's locked from the main system. Okay. Now you can click on the button, sir. You'll be on.
I was saying, I don't have any particular questions. I'm simply assisting Joshua there to try and understand, the whole process and etc. Thanks, very much, for the presentation. I want to believe, our students, are going to do us proud and have grabbed, the most important, aspects, of what they need to do, in the application process. So thank you so much, sir.
You're most welcome, sir. Don't worry. As they leave you home there, we are here. They become our parents. That's the way it is. And I would even say this. There are some students who come as those, what are they called? Below age, like 17 years old, you are below age. We have finished one area. We even sign for them. If they're coming from Africa, for instance, I'm the only African in our team. I go to the High Court, Supreme Court, hold the Bible, sign the signature. If anything happens, one. So how they're protected. And we are always there on their doorsteps. Is everything okay? The moment they hit 18, we say, thank you, God. Nothing strange.
Well, that's wonderful. Oh, yeah.
Great. Mr. Joshua? Oh, Mr. Joshua is having dinner. Mr. Tenache? Mr. Tenache? Oh no, so sad. So sad. There is some question. Okay, maybe there's a question on there. I can't hear anything. Oh no, I can't hear anything. My network is poor. Okay, my network is poor. That's Mr. Joshua. All right, no problem, Mr. Joshua. You're going to receive immediately we finish a link, video and audio. You can play it and listen to everything. So unless there are some other questions, we can always go eat an evening. And thank you so much for your support, Mr. Kazira. And thank you so much, Madam Helen. And work hard. In Germany, we say, don't have to use this. Where when it comes to education, we call it the paradise of education. In Deutschland, you only fail yourself out. Germany will never fail you, but you only fail yourself out, but we won't allow you to fail in any case. You could have your own relatives here who are much closer to you than us, but when you come through us, we say we are number one, even than your mom, even than your dad, even than your aunt who is here, because those are not educationists. As our lives are dependent. If you do the wrong thing, it comes back to us. If you fail, it comes back to us, not to them. That's why we're always going to be a little bit not harder, but questioning. Okay, after 2 weeks, a call is coming. Is everything all right? Did you receive any letters from the government? You don't understand the letters, just scan them, make a photo. We tell you what it means. Don't sit on them. People have got a tendency. You know, Germany is a culture of letters, not even emails. It's an advanced country, but there's a saying that if a person in Germany doesn't receive letters every week or every 2 weeks, then that person is dead. Okay, it doesn't exist.
Oh dear.
Really, don't ignore those letters. Because in Germany, no excuse to say, no, I didn't see or I didn't read it in time. Quickly read it. If you can't read it, send it to us and we advise you accordingly. Sure. Right. Somebody, Techno, could you please identify yourself? We're just winding up. Hello? Hello, Techno. Oh, maybe trying to. Okay, now you can open your mic. Sorry, you were muted. Can you open your microphone now? Good evening, please. Hello, Techno. Also sad. Okay, sorry, we can't hear you. I'm sorry, we're just winding up. We've been running for the past 1 hour, I think 15 or 20 minutes. Sure. So, Mr. Tenashe, I can see you just coming back as well. I think you had problems with internet, but don't worry. We are going to share the video and the audio. You choose whichever is okay for you to follow through. Quite important. Okay. So thank you so much for your time once more. I wish you a very good evening and looking forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.
You too,
Bye,
thanks.
thank you.
Bye. Bye, Helen.
Thank you.
Welcome.